Crazyhouse Puzzle stream. And we're up to chapter 15 on these puzzles taken from the Crazyhouse World Championship candidates. Okay, so in Crazyhouse you have to keep checking if you can, otherwise you lose initiative, especially when your opponent's got threats on you. And it seems like this is the only check. Now the question is, can we mate? Rook here, knight here. The king goes back. Maybe we can come in. Maybe. And if he comes here, maybe pawn here. What if he comes up? So rook here, king takes, knight here, king d3. Maybe we could bring the other knight in. Rook takes, rook here? No, because knight takes rook. Okay, got to be careful. Knight here. Let's do this. This keeps the king contained. We're gonna check afterwards what would happen after king here. I'm trying to think. I can't quite see it. But that keeps the king very contained. Knight here? Anyway, so he's gone here. I feel like a pawn here and a pawn here will be mating very soon. I could go rook takes bishop, I could go pawn here. Feels even stronger. I'm going to go pawn here. And that's a mistake. So we'll see why. Ah, the queen can just take it. Okay. Didn't see that. I was thinking king takes, pawn here, king goes back, rook takes bishop, and I thought I was mating. But my mistake. Okay. I'm thinking knight here. Or have we got enough? Or should I move the knight here? That's the choice. King here. I think I want to do this. Pawn here forces king takes rook. And then we need to... Eventually the king is going to take the rook, and so how are we going to finish off? We could put another pawn here, but the king still runs to here. And so we have to get the king on d1. So what piece is going to check the king on d1? Not seeing it. So since I'm not seeing it, I'm thinking is rook takes knight something. So I'm thinking pawn at a3 or rook takes knight. If rook takes knight, is there a mating net we can create? Because the problem is pawn here, king takes rook, pawn here, king here. I'm not seeing the finish. And I don't want to put a knight here because that blocks pawn check, maybe. I could go knight back. Ah, okay. This protects the rook. Excellent, and that drives the king out. So now the king wants to run here and here. That's the only. So doesn't a knight here and knight here checkmate? Maybe not. Because then he still goes here. No, knight here. King here. Pawn here, king here, knight here. Okay, pawn here wins the queen, so we're definitely mating. Is there a quicker way mate? Ooh, yeah. Well, there's also knight. Rook b1 and knight a3. Knight e1 and knight e3 checkmate, says Shakma. A little bit earlier. I'll go back and see if why that doesn't work, or if it does work. Okay, come on, mate in 2. There should be. I mean, okay. The way I'll do it is just do this and pick up the queen. There's a mate in 1. No! He takes the knight. Oh, pawn b5. Nice one. Nice spot, Shaka 90 and Shakma. Okay. Going back here. Yeah, rook takes knight. Doesn't. Yeah. There's no mate. There's no mate follow up. So knight h3 check. What does he do? And then or you won't want to move the existing knight, maybe. But I think the king can come and. So just to see what happens in this. Oh, sorry, the bishop. Yeah, bishop can take on e3. Yeah, oops. Okay, so I think that does this one. So just going through the variation again, it was knight takes pawn, rook here, knight takes knight, knight here, pawn here. Yeah, that didn't work. But rook takes c1, takes. Defending the rook, defending your piece. And you win the queen, or even quicker, just go 1v4. Nice. This is a micro stream just now. And Lovely Bite also got it, well done. Because I'm going to be streaming just for 30 minutes, so try and do as many as we can in that time. Okay, so this is game 8 between Opperwaisen and Clearcast. And we have to mate with a knight and a rook. And I'm thinking knight here, because if king takes knight, maybe rook here. So I think that's good. And then take back with a knight. Because if he gets steps back, rook h2 is checkmate. Now I'm going to go rook here, and now he has to step forward. And now we just need to finish off the mate with a rook. Maybe pawn. Where's the mate in 2? Pawn here, king here. So there's a mate eventually by going pawn here, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. But mate in 2. Hi there, Lovely Bite. You say, nice to see you my first time here. Yeah, cool. If you want to see my previous videos after the stream, because this is a very short stream, do check it out. I've got 140 hours now of stuff, and this is part 3 of this the puzzle sessions. But this will be a very short one. And also, if people in the chat are interested in seeing the study that I'm working from, I've made, and you can see in the video description on my latest videos, all links to all these studies, so you can play around with them yourself. And I should also just mention links to the Crazyhouse blog, which is all about improving your Crazy House. So you'll lots of good stuff on that blog, improving Crazy House, and also commentary on the great players of Crazy House playing matches. So that's all just useful stuff. Okay, I see mate, but where's mate in 2? Ah, I see it, I see it, I see it. I see it, it's a cunning one. Maybe I don't see it. I'm thinking knight here. No, but yeah, I have king here, rook here. And if bishop takes knight, then I've distracted the bishop successfully. Where's the mate? Okay, I'm just going to do the slow mate. I can't see the quick one. There's a mate in 1 here. I'm like, what? How is there a mate in 1 here? So rook at h4, I was worried about bishop takes. Oh, rook at f4. Okay, of course. h5. Yeah. Okay, we got him. We got the king. Okay. Next one. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this is a really tough one. This is really tough. This is really, really tough. Black's got 2 knights and the king on the run. And you somehow have to chase that king out into the open and get him down this d file. How to do that? So either you're going to go knight here check or knight here check. I'm thinking knight here check feels safer because the king can come in and just eat this knight. So I'm feeling it's going to control this square for longer. Okay, well, Stockfish seems to disagree with me. Slightly less forcing, apparently. Okay, so I'll just play the other one. So how am I going to follow this up? Is this another knight check? I'm really not sure. So that other knight check will force the king down, and then maybe... Yeah, so it forces the king across. No, it doesn't work. So this is really difficult. Okay. Ah, I have another idea. I could just go rook here, and if he dares to take the knight, knight here, check, and then rook here, mates. So this is difficult. This isn't an easy puzzle. Or is it knight here, check? Okay, I'm thinking of bringing the other rook in. But he's going to run, so ideally I want to somehow... How am I going to... So the king is going to run here, here. Is there any way of stopping it? I mean, you could just take the queen and... Pawn takes pawn, king takes pawn. It's a little bit dangerous. Can't take the queen with check, and that's always a useful thing if you can. Okay, I don't see the continuation. No. This? Ah, apparently. But yeah, I'm just playing random moves here. It's not really good training. But picking up another pawn is good. I'm gonna... Do I go knight here? I'm not... So the idea is if he goes here, I was going to take another pawn. So now at this point, I could go pawn here, queen here. And that also brings my queen in the action. Okay, how to finish this off? Well, I'm winning the queen with check. That's good. Okay, that queen here keeps the king very much tied down. And the alternative is knight here, and then queen in the center. So queen here, king will just go here. Or here. Try to run. So do I need my knight? Oh, I think queen is fine. If king goes down, queen takes knight. So I don't really need to worry, I just... Okay, he wants to do this. Knight here will cut him off. So he can't escape to that square. Cool, so we got there in the end. Okay, next one. This is the game... Okay, Clearcast Upperways in game 9, and it's white to play. It feels like this is a simple one, just pawn takes pawn and go in. So we have two knights in hand, so we could use them. Or we could drop here, king here. Yeah, if the king goes here, we can take the queen with check. I think this is good. So he doesn't want to lose the queen with check. So that's, and I want to avoid him running here, here, and here. So that's why I think a bishop check is a good idea. Okay, now we just win the queen with check. Well, now we've got him really tied down. Okay, so I'm not playing the most efficient mate, but this is for sure mate. Oops, okay. He had a last trick. Okay, so what was a slightly quicker mate? So it likes that. It likes that. Ah, pawn there. Okay, so what's the idea of this? Knight here, queen here, checkmate. So then the rook is no longer defending g8. So wherever the king goes, queen of g8 is made. So that's a nice little trick. The at7 trick. Cool. Okay, now we're going to go puzzle 19. We have a knight, rook and queen in hand. This is GSVC as black against sexy. And I know it. Well, I'd look for rook checks on the back rank. Picks up the queen, potentially. If the king runs, surely it's getting mated. Well, not obvious. But we got a knight in hand, which could go here. Knight here is good. King goes here, we got knight takes pawn. If king goes... Well, what about knight here, king here, queen here? King takes knight. Yes, 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 I see it now. Knight here, check. Okay. I'm thinking I could go queen here. Knight here, the king is cut off. I thought this was mate. Oh. What? Oh, I've made life more difficult for myself. So let's find something better. Knight takes pawn. Yeah, that's better. But now I'm worried about king takes knight, so I need to do something sharp. Huh, I don't see this at all. But we only got one pawn. If we had lots of pawns, we could... No. Queen, queen. Ah, queen here. That looks good. Because... I thought it looked good. Okay, so it's not ideal. I thought I was going to take this. No, I could promote, or I could just take the knight. Okay, so I'm making a hash of this. But the king is sort of trapped here. Unfortunately, if I take the knight, he can take this pawn. But then I can maybe force him onto the back rank and take the rook. I don't know. Yeah, so that's not good. Okay, so... I'm gonna go back, but I'm gonna see how I could have finished this. Oh, of course, use the rook. Takes. Takes. You can block or you can take back, but either way, I've got rook here. Checkmate. Yeah. But that wasn't the best. So this is good. So what's a better way of mating here? With the rook, maybe? So if he goes here, queen there, checkmate. Well, this just... Okay, so this is the one escape square of the queen, of the king. But I can just do this. And the king can't walk forwards. Okay, chapter 20. And this is GSVC against Sexy Game 4. So bishop here and rook here would be checkmate. So this seems to be a way of getting the queen immediately. And having the queen in hand is always good. Because if the king walked back, rook here is mate. If the king walked here, rook here is checkmate as well. Because the knight stops the escape. Okay, so now we can think again. We've got knight, rook and queen. How do we mate? I could drop a knight there, and then queen at g1 looks very mating, unless he steps up. Takes, takes, steps up. Or just steps up immediately. Knight here, steps up. Is there a way of stopping it? Maybe queen first, to stop him stepping up. Yeah. I like queen, just to keep him trapped. And that's a mistake. I mean, we'll just see why it's a mistake. I was going to go knight here, and hoping for mate. I guess it's because that square is protected. So he could step up here, and then step back, is it? Yeah, I guess that's the reason. You can step up and then step back. And then I don't have the rook in hand to land here. Yeah. And I was thinking to take this, but he can just take back. Okay, so that doesn't work. I mean, is it knight here immediately? That seems... okay. So I'm thinking a queen here and rook here was no idea if he went here. But he doesn't. He's smart to that. Okay. We're going to have to call the last couple of puzzles, because this, as I said, is a micro stream. So let's try and be quick about solving this. How do I finish this off? If the pawn, maybe. Yeah, with the pawn. If king takes knight, queen here is checkmate. So that's the idea, is he's forced to take the pawn. And this enables me to get the queen on, potentially. Maybe. And if he ever takes the knight, I've got pawn takes knight, replacing it. So I think I want to get the queen on. Okay, so queen takes knight or pawn takes knight? Queen takes knight looks good. Rook here. Was apparently better, but okay. I'm thinking knight here check? Now how to finish this off? Do I want to just swap her up? Oh, that will work actually. That will work, but it's yeah. Yeah, that's just the way. Yeah, that'll work. So maybe in this position, what was the... That was fine. In this position, was there a quicker mate? Leaving space. So why is that better? Oh, I see. Queen invasion. And just go queen here. So thinking of the... Leaving space for a queen invasion, as opposed to... Nice. Okay, let's do last puzzle. Puzzle 21. So we've done 7 puzzles today. And I'll put all the links up when I post this on YouTube. So is this a tough one? GSPC sexy. Sexy I know it to play. I'm thinking a knight here will cover this square. And maybe smother. I mean, I'm thinking, why not queen here? Yeah, it doesn't quite work. But the idea is if king takes... No, it doesn't quite work. Oh, maybe it does. Okay, yeah. The key to this puzzle is the open D file, or the potentially open D file. So knight here threatening queen at e1. Queen at e1 is a big threat. And now he does this. I can do this. And the idea is if he takes with the knight, queen takes knight, king takes, and the king is in a little trap. Knight here and queen here is checkmate. So now in this position, I'll take the rook. And I'll just seal the king off from running away, and then rook on the back rank. Oh, that was easy. Maybe do one more, we'll see. Oh, this is a variation on the same puzzle, but more difficult. Again, we have this idea of this open D file, but it's more tricky. We want to somehow move this bishop and get this queen in. But how do we do that? So we could do it with the queen takes knight at the right time. Hi there, Blunderman1. It's a London band, but they're Bulgarian and from all over the world. So I'm thinking queen takes knight, queen takes knight. Which one? Queen takes knight, knight here. Does that work? Todor Kolev, cool. I didn't know. Um, okay, I need queen takes knight and bishop here somehow, but how? Maybe if I do knight takes pawn, the bishop then defends. I'm gonna have to get a hint on the first move. Okay. Knight here. Okay, I'm gonna try to go for this. I want to get the queen in, that's why I'm doing this. Okay, now this king is in a little trap, I think. If I put a rook here, it blocks it in. Knight here. He's got just these 3 squares. But if he goes to the back rank, I have rook takes, so he must just have these 2 squares. So I think I've got the king in a trap. Okay, so I'm wrong. That's not the best way of doing it. Is it bishop takes pawn? Or is it knight here first? Oh, and then rook on... knight, and then rook. The rook belongs on d1. I think that's what it is. No, apparently not. Because I guess the knight, he can come and eat the knight, so that's not so good. Okay, so I'm going to get a hint again. This is a tough one. Oh, okay, I had the right idea. Okay, but it's not... It's giving away the queen, so it's making the puzzle kind of easy. I mean, of course you just take the queen. But I wanted to do this thing where I kind of somehow trap it, but okay. I'll take the queen. I could take it again. Or I could go bishop here and trap it. And when he blocks, then takes. I mean, there must be loads of ways of mating here. The name of the band is the Turbans, and they're based in London. Let's see. Okay, this is track 1 from that CD. Okay, so what did I do? Yeah, I'm finding this kind of tough. How do I do this? Knight here, really? Just to block off? Okay, I'm just going to ask what on earth it's on about. Oh. So we're going to go pawn here, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Okay, I'm not. This is too difficult. This puzzle. Well, this is all over. Queen here to mate, but there are lots of variations there where things could have happened differently. So for starters, why not bishop takes knight? But in order to go down these variations, I have to close the computer and step back. So king d2, bishop takes c3, and then we can win the queen. Tough. With the knight here, checkmate. Okay. Oh, I see you. Actually, this is the key to this puzzle. White has no blockers. Okay, well that was a tough puzzle. And I need to go, unfortunately now, so just one last one. hopefully, let's see if I can do this one. Rook here has to be taken, and it's a smother, I think. Or is it? Is it? Is it? I didn't see mate in 2 because king goes here. Oh! Oh. This. Checkmate. Okay, that was a nice one to end on. Sorry I couldn't go on for longer. Or maybe one more. That'll make 10 for the day. Oh, but this is too tough. So this one I'll just... I think I've shared this one before. It's a tough one. So I'll just share through the line. That's just to create a blocker for the king. It's not necessary, but it's... It's quite a nice idea. So we've got a pawn and a queen. And those bishops look like they're doing a great job defending. But it won't last. That's one variation. I mean, I remember that it's quite... But if we don't do this sort of crazy stuff... let's see. This is another variation, I think. Knight here, he takes it. Knight here. And then... Then this is a very nice idea. There are two potentially weak squares. Oh, this doesn't work. Yeah, it does work. It's just the computer hasn't seen it yet. You go rook here, and he has to take it. And that gives the other squares an entry point for your queen. So when he blocks, you can now come in and g4. Okay, and this is actually also mating, it turns out. Knight takes e3. Yes. Knight takes the turbans. It is. F takes e3. But anyway, okay. So this we have enough firepower now apparently to mate. Using the pin. So if he takes, but we're now controlling the light squares, cutting off the king, and we're just coming in, and we're going to have a knight on here to control the dark squares. Queen takes knight, bishop takes. I'm afraid this. I'm really sorry. I've got to go to a lecture, which is starting in 10 minutes. He tries to run. We cut him off. King here. Now how do we finish it off? Bishop takes d3. If he blocks, we take it. Or... yeah. Checkmate. That's the way to end. Thanks for watching, everyone.